Donnie, what do you got in your sticky notes?
I have that Dry has the 0 check. That 25 was a failure. Mitch is still healing.
Wow.
And then I have a note that says September 13th, House of Brews.
Wait a second. So so you take notes?
On occasion, not all the time.
What else is in there? I'm curious now.
Let's see. Let me go back to my older notes. I have a line here that says I got a line in my pocket and baby, it's ready to roar. Not sure how that worked in there. Got notes in here about how to use a 0 check to cauterize the head. I assume that was about Mitch. How many heads we've got. The Eldori's dead. I saw Adina Eldori is very dead, actually. Lindsay is having a party. Yeah, I don't have a lot of stuff. So,
I mean, that's a pretty good summation.
I try to keep it pretty recent and erased a lot. So,
oh wow. Okay, well, I like that. Well, I just was curious, because I take some notes myself. It's just fun to hear how everybody compares. Welcome, gentlemen, to episode 142 of the 0 Check podcast. We are going to do a dungeon recap.
Oh, it's
today.
Ooh.
Dungeon recap. Yeah, it's done. Oh, did I not make that clear?
No, I
just now.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're done because it's nighttime and I'm out of spells.
Yeah, I got to rest and get rid of this
statue
0 condition.
People keep turning into crazy monsters. Like, it's been a rough deal.
Yeah, the dungeon is done for now, I guess I should say. This has been part 2 of chapter 5 of the Kingmaker module. And I've said this once or twice now to you guys, but this was one of the best dungeons I've ever run. One of the best ones I've ever read. Everything kind of sits on an independent timer. And what I thought we could do is just sort of go through these different areas one by one and talk through. Well, I guess we could start by maybe answering some of your questions about the dungeon. Do you guys have anything that you're curious about, or, are you, if in your shoes, I might have some questions. I'm just curious if you have questions in your own shoes, the shoes that you're in are yours.
Not wearing shoes.
Yeah, I'm wearing dudes without socks right now.
Yeah, I'm barefoot.
Okay.
Who the fuck are these cultists that summoned a big plant bitch to the party?
Did we miss that? Did we miss that in the clues, or have we not discovered that yet, maybe?
Because I'm going to start pointing fingers at random people.
No, you're not sure who the cultists are, and you discovered no evidence of who they were. You don't think they're the Embeth Travelers. I mean, I guess... Well, I don't know. Maybe they are. I guess you haven't really thought that.
Maybe I do think that.
Maybe
you think they're the Embeth Travelers. Maybe. But no, you're not sure who the cultists are that summoned this giant fly trap into this vicinity. You don't know how it all comes together. I will tell you that in this dungeon, the order that you do things in really matters. And as you guys recall, whether I inadvertently influenced you into doing this or not, you started at the Locker Ruins, which was that family home of that family, the Locker family that got killed by the wyvern. Then you tracked the wyvern up to the cliffside, and then you proceeded north into that dead valley, which contained that fly trap and the evidence of the 12-man ritual. That was the climax of the dungeon. Was that giant fly trap. That was the biggest, baddest thing in the dungeon, and you guys skipped right to it. And I think I revealed that to you before.
Yeah.
Now, there were some other pathways that you could have taken through the dungeon. You could have followed the Eldori sisters into the obscured hollow with the Hydra, and they would have bitched at you the whole time, but you could have fought the Hydra alongside the sisters. And really, the dungeon proceeds in these incremental sort of travel units, I guess you could say. Like, for instance, had you gone to the obscured hollow second, you would have intervened, or at least had the opportunity to intervene with the sisters fighting the Hydra. But instead, you didn't, obviously you're not psychic, so you didn't choose to do that. You proceeded to the cliffside to fight the wyvern. But that's why I gave you that battle soundage during your trip up to the wyvern. So That's one of the first big watershed moments in the dungeon. And, but the dungeon, I'm supposed to give you guys a bunch of shit if you follow the sisters. And I think it's tough to save them, even from like a roleplay perspective. The sisters are supposed to complain at you. And even the Embeth Travelers themselves are supposed to be like, oh, you guys should be doing your own thing. You shouldn't follow the Eldori sisters around, right? So that's, I think, one of the things about this dungeon I want to convey. Had you left Anomede Bellavira alone on the scenic escarpment, the wolves will ambush Anomede and will kill the 2 bodyguards. Ooh. But Anomede, I will not reveal Anomede's fate to you, but something may or may not happen to Anomede.
Lindsay was with them.
Yeah. So I would have taken Anomede's fate and applied that to Lindsay too. But yeah, those bodyguards are totally dead. You could have gone and just looked at the wolves right away, fought them, not fought them. The way the dungeon works is that the Embeth Travelers will proceed through and begin killing these things one by one. They're really who you need to compete with. But you guys, you just flew through. You visited in your first 4 destinations, you killed 3 things. Okay, well, it's in the bag at that point. But had you guys gone to the scenic escarpment, had you gone to the grasslands, had you challenged the Kruth first, I don't know, the Embeth Travelers might have gone around and started taking these things down. The way I was running the dungeon, the only group that fights the flytrap can be you guys. But like the Embeth Travelers probably would have taken down the Hydra at some point, probably would have taken down the Bloom Wyvern at some point. And that would have been over for you guys. But I really thought it was an interesting direction you guys took, that you made the case to Jamil Visser, like, hey, we need to stop the hunt. I thought that was cool. And the module does not really assume that you do that. But when you took that direction, I was like, of course this is over. Like, they discovered the ritual very early in the dungeon. So that's kind of the vibe with this one. What are your guys' thoughts? What's your feedback on this one?
I thought it was a cool dungeon. I mean, as a player, it didn't seem, you kind of knew it was like dungeon-y, but you weren't, down underground with, there's a locked door in front of you. Do you approach or any of that? You were just kind of free to kind of roam around. And it felt, I don't know if the module had like zoomed in tactical maps or whatever, but what we were doing in Foundry, being more abstract and just kind of drawing maps on the fly, that felt really, really smooth to me.
There are no maps provided for these combat scenarios. I don't think the terrain is meant to matter that much in these. We might have been able to run them on the big 75-foot hex map and just sort of, the only question we have to answer tactically is melee or not, flanking or not, But, we took it to just little maps that we were drawing, as you said, and I thought that worked pretty well. And really, it would take us about 2 minutes to set the board, which on like a game night face-to-face, that's when everybody goes and gets another burger or another, bathroom break or something.
Code Red.
Another Code Red. Yeah, Diet Code Red for me. In the podcast, we just edited it right out. It was nice. Saving the Eldori sister would have been kind of cool. But really, both each of those 2 other teams, Anomede's in danger and the Eldoris are in danger. You guys definitely saved one of them, which was cool. And really, like I said, saving Adina Eldori is very, very difficult. And I think the dungeon is meant to have stakes. I think, I don't know. I think the drafters of the dungeon sort of by design really have Adina and Jolia dying. And again,
I don't feel guilty. I don't feel like we should have saved them. You know what I mean? Like,
you didn't do anything.
Like,
wrong.
we didn't know they were. They knew the risk coming out here just like we did, and
right.
So I don't think I would walk away being like, like survivor's guilt. He'd been like, it was a dangerous situation, but like it wasn't our job to save them, right?
Pour one out for the sister, but our queen is a fucking statue right now.
That's true. Yeah. Good point.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That basilisk fight at the end at the conclusion of the dungeon, Timol explodes, and from Timol emerges the basilisk. And you guys fought the basilisk. I ran the Premaster Kingmaker specific basilisk because he's souped up. He's a higher level basilisk. I think basilisks come out of the bestiary normally at 5th level. That basilisk was level 9. Ooh. And he was a tough level 9. Now the fly trap was 10th. So you guys did really well on that. You guys are kicking butt. Maybe you should level soon. I don't know. We'll see.
We fought. I mean, I think it's cool that we fought these like legendary creatures, like a wyvern, a basilisk, and a fucking hydra. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Oh
yeah.
Like all in the same dungeon.
Yeah. The hydra fight was cool. I will never forget Bill busting out that natural 1 to try to sneak away from the hydra. And then I choked with that natural 1. I was going to do that 5-headed attack on him.
So cool.
And I choked. Isn't that terrible?
Bill got some lucky breaks. Horrible. Like, what? Seriously? What? Okay, so you rolled a natural 1, and then he followed with a natural 1.
Yeah.
And then let's not forget, like, the 0 condition saving your ass last time.
Yeah.
Oh, the blindness.
For a round.
Well, yeah, but still, imagine how bad that would have ended up. We would have had 4 statues instead of 3.
And with the fly trap, when Syria was in ape form up in the trees, that critical
that was
miss
so cool.
that one time.
I could visualize that, like you swinging like a monkey with a crown, swinging through the, swinging through the branches.
You guys have all run your own stuff now, and the people at home, they run their own stuff. And I, have run a lot of games at this point. I still struggle very much with introducing encounters, setting the pieces on the board in a way that sort of strikes this balance between making your choices matter and be impactful and make sense, while also being like, hey, it's a game. We're going to do this battle scenario. How do I balance this so that the players don't, so it's challenging, so that it doesn't get nerfed by a decision that I've made, while at the same time making it feel fair. I thought that went okay. The only time where I really probably could have upped the difficulty on you guys in a meaningful way would have been to not have the wyvern fly 300 feet toward you guys while you could see it. But I just thought it would have felt cheap to have the wyvern come from behind. And I just wasn't sure really how to introduce that. Now that you guys have played that portion of the scenario, would you have done it that way, or like
Dry rolled a natural 20 on his perception.
True.
Yeah,
like he's going to see it.
I saw that thing.
Like, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I burned through my level 3 spells like 1, 2, 3, done. I'm spent.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. You're right. I remarked at the time that you did spend some spell slots on that. So maybe that encounter did its job. Mm-hmm. That was a good dungeon. I wonder who wrote part 5. Oh, can I find that out somehow? Who wrote part 5 of Kingmaker? Let me find this out.
So with the basilisk popping out of Timol, if we had not been on land, could that have happened on the barge?
That's what I was wondering.
We
Could
were
we all
still
been asleep
on the
on the
river,
barge?
or maybe when we get back to the Goodwill hunting lodge.
Oh, yeah.
It pops out.
The module. So I had to roll with this one because the barge crashed, which isn't supposed to happen. Which, I forgot about that. The barge crashed.
You're more of a land vehicle pilot.
Yeah. So
Am I?
Mitch is not a seaman; he's a landman.
The bus is total.
No, Timol is scripted to explode back at the lodge during the party that you guys would have had you made it back there. Now, in this case, again, really, the death of that Aldori sister really dampened the mood of the players more than I think the module might have assumed. Because in the module, that sister is definitely dead, if not both. And you're still meant to just go back to the lodge and like have a party.
Up.
Well,
Yeah.
we have an Aldori sword lord foster kid in our party.
Yeah. So yeah, that's when Timol scripted to explode. But I thought, as this, and when you run and prep this, that Timol exploding is really the climax of the dungeon. So you're always kind of trying to back into that event the best way you can, which is how I approached it. And
I thought it worked out well. You got a camp out here, and then boom. Yeah, I thought that worked. That was very fortuitous how that worked out.
Yeah, and for me, like I was able to have Jake kind of over there interacting with Timol, but my heart was pounding. I always get so nervous when I've got a reveal coming up because I feel like I have to do it justice, and here's what I want to lead in with. Timol had not been feeling well as you guys might recall, and you dismissed it as maybe him being seasick, which would have made sense since you were on a barge or river sick. What does that mean? Can you get seasick on a river boat? I don't know.
Yeah, same term.
Yeah.
Okay. But now you guys are beginning to feel a little scratchy in your throat, a little nauseated. Blazin' Jake is not feeling well. Nobody's feeling well. Jolia Aldori, Annamede Bellavera, the two bodyguards, Lindsay. No one is feeling okay right now as you guys are picking up the pieces and looking at the half-blood covered statue of Queen Valerie. And we enter back into the game at this moment here near the crashed barge. What do you guys do?
Mitch stabs Dry in the stomach.
Oh, wow. Oh, my.
Just kidding.
Roll for initiative.
Just make him roll for it. Nothing's going to happen.
Wow, I'll heal you. Probably heal you.
Right.
I don't know. Are there any like high medicine characters with us? I don't have. I'm trained, I think, in medicine, but
Yeah, Og's trained. He can do some medicine checks, but
Well, Og, there are ribbons of Timol everywhere.
ribbons.
Timol?
Wow.
Ribbons of Timol.
Ribbons.
that's unfortunate.
It's the name of my next album.
That sounds like an album.
Timol.
Ribbons of Timol all over the place. But yes, I mean, it's that thing of like, when the clouds come and cover up the sun, like it's like a clear day, and then all of a sudden you look up and the sky is dark. It's like that. You all have just sort of fallen ill, and you don't know when it started, but now that you realize what was going on with Timol, you all feel pretty sick. But anyway, Og, you want to make a medicine check? What are you checking for? What are you wanting to ascertain?
Well, I'm not sure. What was Brad asking about a medicine check for? Were we checking healing?
Just
or
to see how we're feeling.
Just
like,
how we're feeling, see if there's anything.
I don't think we need to check on Timol because he's in ribbons.
Yeah.
But
No, he's ribbons.
I think,
These ribbons.
Just maybe like, why are we all sick?
Not very good. 15 medicine check.
Putting together first, the symptoms are the same. You're all feeling nauseated, not sickened as in like the condition, but like you're all experiencing the same sickness as Timol. You are concerned that maybe you all may be in ribbons next. But Dry, I see, Bill, you just busted out a 27 on a medicine check. Dry, you begin to relax a little bit because you think to yourself, well, now, wait a minute. There are a ton of animals out in the forest. All those megaloceroses, multiple bears. What have you got? You've got one megaloceros that exploded. You've got one bear that exploded. Those wolves were unaffected. If there's something with these hunting grounds making everybody sick, it doesn't seem to you like everybody explodes and becomes, a vessel of a first world beast. But some people do. You don't know quite what the fatal infection rate is, but it's not 100%. It's probably kind of rare.
I'm going to stab Mitch.
And kind of tagging along with this, about how long between, when Timol started, showing signs of sickness before he exploded, was it a day? What had he been sick? I guess I asked Jamel a little bit about this. Like before we arrived, was Timol kind of have a tummy ache?
Jamel thinks for a moment and he says, it got worse on the barge, but he had a headache when he woke up. He wasn't feeling well even then. He insisted on coming along. He's my personal assistant. Well, he used to be. But no, he wasn't feeling well. Onset seems to be 12 to 18 hours.
Okay, so still pretty quick.
I don't know if he would learn anything, but I just rolled a 26 on Fey lore.
Oh.
If there's anything that Og would have read about from first world type stuff that would maybe shed some light on this.
Og doesn't believe, with that Phalor check, Og, you do not believe that this is something that comes from the first world. This seems antithetical to the first world to you. But you wouldn't be surprised if another force is capitalizing on the bubble capitalizing on the thin membrane between the stolen lands and the First World to perhaps bring forth denizens of the First World through others in some kind of crazy, transport, some kind of some kind of crazy transformation
ritual,
or something.
maybe. Yeah.
Ritual,
Okay.
yeah. But no, this doesn't seem to you to be like hijinks of the First World. This is something else.
Gotcha.
Well, I guess with Dry's information and what Og has given us, like, do we want to like isolate everybody, like kind of quarantine until the sickness passes, or like what? I mean, how do we handle this? Like, if we don't know if like something's going to burst out of our stomachs or not. I don't.
Dry's very anxious to get somewhere where we can get the queen back.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty much all he's thinking about right now.
Yeah, let's get back to the lodge, and
Yep.
I guess we can hole up there for a bit.
Yeah.
All right.
At least sort
Dry's
things
gonna-
out indoors.
So with a few more minutes of effort, you're able to come up with a solution to transport the 12 bulk statue of the queen back to the hunting lodge. It's slow going. It's deep into the night, 3 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning when you make it back to the hunting lodge. And the rest of the Embeth Travelers are there, kind of the lower level guys. They're not feeling well either. And they're kind of, they're not doing well. But they still have been waiting for you. You really weren't supposed to get back. The hunt doesn't end until the next day at noon. So you're early coming back, but they immediately begin rousing and putting together a banquet. And Jamel is like, the food's all going to go bad. Do you guys want to eat?
Yeah, I'm not really feeling like banquet style, but yeah, definitely have a meal. And then we need to start checking out, the rooms in the lodge and any of these outbuildings. And I think there were stables and stuff.
Yeah.
That a Trand was hanging out in. I don't know if he lives there or was just looking at the animals.
Oh, right. I forgot about Bashk's brother. How did I forget about Bashk's brother? What is his name? Threshk? No.
I don't remember.
Bershk?
Something that Donnie pulled out of his
I
ass.
had another opportunity to write
I
them
wrote it
down,
down.
and
No, his
still
name was
did not do it.
Duncan Trand. What's his name? Duncan?
Oh, Jesus.
No, it was Kreshk, wasn't it?
Crashk.
Crashk.
Sounds right.
Krashk. Yeah, Krashk Trand is not feeling too well either.
So we should have everybody around, like, so there's no like stragglers out
Yeah.
hiding in other huts and stuff. But like, I think it's a community sleeping tonight, fellas.
Everybody inside.
Man, I forgot about Krashk. Nowadays, everyone wants to talk. I forgot about Krashk.
Because I'm sure in the main room we could clear the tables and just kind of, lay down some cots or something.
What about the animals?
Put them
I'm
all
saying
in
in the lodge.
put all the animals in the lodge as well.
Oh no, I'm saying we're not staying out in the stables. Everyone's gonna be in the
Right.
lodge.
Okay. All right. You eat a meal. You bed down. You sleep. You set up Valerie's statue in front of the fireplace. She stares at you
We all
all.
joke that Valerie's got the first watch.
First, Valerie's got the first watch.
Dry hangs his cloak on her.
Yeah, and even
Somewhere
even though
along the lines, a
she's
finger broke off.
turned to stone, Sirio sets a place for her.
Oh, that's nice. Sad. But he's loyal.
Yeah, that's why he unfroze Dry and stuff.
That's why I'm walking around.
Now,
White floor.
fellas,
Failed my wife lord check.
failed your wife for. I'm picking up a D20. I'm picking up a D100 here. I want to have a conversation with you guys about this situation that we're in. Now, the module does not assume that you, as the players, will succumb to this condition. But do you guys want to have a little fun? You guys want to do a roll? I can't.
You want to kill somebody so fucking bad.
He really does.
You picked up a hard die instead of doing it on the.
I mean, it sounds like there's an opportunity for one of us to have a bad day, and that's always entertaining, I guess.
Yeah, let's go. That's good radio.
Now, I can't reveal to you the odds.
Okay.
But if you would like to
Never tell me the odds.
There's a non-0% chance.
It's non-zero. If you guys would like to experience the same odds that Timol and the rest of the Embeth Travelers are all subjected to right now, I can do this for you. I can. Or we can just, and there's no shame in it. There's no shame in it. Or we can just keep moving. But I just am curious.
I have a feeling in like meta game mechanic terms that Timol may have failed several things for him to end up in that situation. So I feel as, level 6 player characters, Sirio, I think I'd be able to withstand it.
Yeah.
You never know.
I think. All right, fuck it, run it.
Yeah,
I think I think it could be an interesting, direction for the story to take.
Okay.
If something happens to one of us,
Is this something you would let me roll?
No.
I guess I'm not with that.
No.
so you have to make this roll for everybody then?
I'm going to do all 4 of you guys individually.
Okay.
And I thought I might
what she said.
begin.
I was at that party.
Moving on. I thought I might begin with Mitchell.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll probably heal himself or something. I ain't worried about it.
Okay.
Now, are you going to roll a D100 that we can't see? You're going to roll on the table.
This is something I'm doing. This is all of the this is all of the credibility that I've ever developed with you guys. I'm cashing it in all right now to do this. Okay.
is this like a mini game?
Just for me.
This isn't like a mini game, right?
No, these are rolls that I'm going to do.
Is there any time travel involved?
Yeah.
Not that you're aware of, but I could be doing some of this stuff for him.
Maybe the deuce is going to pop out of dry stomach.
Okay. All right, Mitchell. Let's see how your sickness goes.
I'm not worried. I am not worried at all. I got plot armor. Who's going to take care of Bolton?
Okay. So check this out. I just rolled a 100 on a D100 for Mitchell. I re-rolled the cracked die. I really did. Look, I'm going to show it to you. I'm nervous. I'm all of a sudden very nervous.
Was that good or bad?
Yeah, high number's good.
Yeah.
Is this golf or is
In
this...
my mind, I really...
Or is this
It's an extreme,
Delta
I guess,
Green
one way or
100?
the other.
I have to move on to the second roll for Mitchell right now.
Oh yeah, that's a 0
lot of
and a
zeros.
double 0. That's 100.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're moving on to the second roll for Mitchell right now.
I like how you take him. Oh, yeah. At least you're not doing it in the box. That makes me feel a little better.
Mitchell, you get really sick as the night goes on, and as the night passes and as the sun begins to come up. It looks like you're going to be all right. But you get really sick.
Like, are people worried?
Yeah.
Like, am I getting quarantined at this point?
Like, you guys can take me through what the vibe is on that. But
Well, yes, we're feeling first. If we're all feeling the same way, we're probably not doing much for
Until
Mitch.
we all.
Let's go with Dry Cold May next.
So was this over the course of an 8-hour thing? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Dry, pretty sick, but not like Mitch got. Fog, pretty sick. Sicker than Dry, not like Mitch.
Jesus.
The king.
Sirio, dead.
Sirio.
Whoa.
Well, we can add to that werewolf condition.
Up in the 90s for you, Chris.
Whoa.
But
Jeez.
no. There's a
Wow.
less than 1% chance, you guys think. But like, yeah, I was there was a very small chance. I did. So as you guys saw, I rolled the D100 for Brad. One of them hit 10 and the other fell off the table. And I was like, well, that doesn't. So I re-rolled the second one that fell off the table, and that one came up as a 0 as well. So that was pretty scary. No, it's less than a 1% chance, more than a 1 out of 1,000% chance. You know what I'm saying? I had it somewhere maybe in the middle of all that.
Pretty
low. But yeah, something about Mitch. Real sick. The balance of the other travelers and the other people that quarantined with you all get pretty sick as well, including like Crash Trand. Oh, let's do Crash real quick just for fun because he's
Named.
named. He's a guy that I put in myself. He's all right. He barely feels it. The sun rises, and Mitchell has not slept. And I can't imagine the stress all night of like it's like, you know, like you test positive for COVID and you're like, am I going to go to the hospital or not? You know, like that's, you know, we're talking like, you know, January of 2021. You know,
So I didn't sleep.
yeah, you're very tired. Yeah.
Okay, so the
fatigued.
zero condition is still on me.
Well, isn't it on dry?
It's on dry.
No, the healing. I
Yeah,
can't
the
because
effect.
until you get a night's
healing.
rest.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I didn't even think about that. Brad, you know what? Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I didn't even think about that.
That's fucked up.
It's got fucked up, Mike. I don't know why you do
I
that.
don't know. Can't pick it up. But when I rolled 100 for you, I just couldn't believe it. Gentlemen, you wake up the next morning, and upon waking up, and upon passing this one final test of your constitution, you ascend to level 7.
What? Level 7.
No way.
Rarefied air.
You ascend to level 7. Congratulations.
All your status ailments are
gosh.
cured. You're full HP.
I take it
you
all
your
back,
spells. No.
7th level. You guys earned it. You guys did awesome in that dungeon, and you're going to need it for what's coming. So,
Shit.
All right.
what do you do? What do you do?
Go out and start a fight at level 7.
Go fight something. No, I'm curious. Like during the night, I know Mitch was super sick. Syria was super sick. Were any of the travelers that weren't sick, were they kind of tending to everyone, or was just everyone just out for 8 hours?
Everyone gets to varying levels sick. I'll take a perception check if you want to try to, did anyone, I think where you might be going with this is, did anyone not get sick at all? I mean, is that kind of the vibe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, and just to see if anyone, is kind of doing rounds as a nurse
Okay.
or doctor or something.
Yeah. Make a perception check.
32.
Well, that's high.
Oof.
You don't detect that anyone is. Everyone was experiencing symptoms to a certain degree. You don't detect that that anyone is like faking it, though. Like it all seems pretty legitimate to you, but you begin to sense a little bit of worry because let's talk a little bit more about Crash. Crash got sick, and he seems to not be that much further behind you guys in the timeline of it all, right? He got sick pretty quick after you guys did, but not right around the same time you guys did. So you're still not really sure what's causing this. But Crash, he gets better. But as you guys are tending to yourselves and as you're feeling better, you notice that Crash begins to take a dive. And you're not sure, this thing might come and go. It might not just be one and done. You might keep getting sick.
I don't like that.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Yeah, especially if you could spread it back to the kingdom.
Yeah, we should execute him.
What's going on with you, Bill? Are you okay, Bill? Are you all right?
Fine.
Okay.
Just thinking of the safety of the kingdom.
True.
Does Dry have access to anybody in the spy network out here? Because I remember us saying we should get some people out here. I don't know if we actually did or not.
Within a couple hours travel, you know of someone in the Silent Vale that you can go and talk to. And I will take I think we've linked your Silent Vale to like your stealth or something, right? Or I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want, I believe your plan is to go back to Fort Trand. Is that true?
My plan?
Yeah.
No, my
Yeah.
plan. Oh, yeah. My plan is to have the basilisk blood at Fort Trand when we arrive.
Oh, like
It's got to be an hour. We have to kill it, and then it has to be in a fresh hour.
Well, I'm just going to put the word out that we need fresh basilisk blood when we get back.
Do you want the Silent Veil to try to capture a basilisk and get it back live to Fort Trand in order for you to take it down there?
For us to slaughter it, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a baby one.
A little baby.
Or a young one. Not necessarily a baby, but...
Okay.
I mean, Chris, don't put it. We're not above killing baby animals.
Baby owlbears.
Well, the basilisk that you just killed was a newborn. I mean...
That's true. That's true. That's a good point.
It's a newborn.
Tough newborn.
Yeah, level 9 newborn. All right, so you're on your way back. Dry, there is a vagrant along the road that is part of the Silent Veil that you go and you talk to. The vagrant is not feeling very well. And the vagrant tells you that people in Fort Trand are not feeling very well.
Awesome.
Fuck.
Great.
Oh, this
Guys,
isn't
go
good.
get a basilisk. I'll relay that message to the king and the rest of our party, not any of the other travelers, obviously.
Yeah, and I'm like, Dry, I know we're looking for a basilisk, but I'm going to be real with you. I think once we get back to Fort Trand, we'll find a basilisk.
We'll be presented with one.
Well, yeah, one will be presented to us.
Well, that's a good point.
They're going to have more of these.
If we're just thinking numbers, because we have how many people in town?
right.
At least one
if
of
it's a
those.
super small chance,
Let's also realize that was the only basilisk to pop out of somebody, and we've had hydras pop out, we've had wyverns pop out.
We're not guaranteed a basilisk.
Yeah, it's like a magic 8-ball, except people
Explode.
explode.
We can say that vagrant was sort of nearby, and maybe you haven't left the hunting lodge yet. Jamel Visser, for his part, puts on hold his plans to build the lodge into a way station for travelers. And he makes clear to you that his intent is to use the Embeth Travelers to investigate the cause of Timol's demise. He thinks you guys should do the same with the reports. I don't know whether you shared this with Jamel or not, but with the reports that Fort Trand is sick, he thinks that all resources should be put toward figuring out what's doing this.
Yeah, and Jamel, I know your merry band of travelers are primarily hunters and stuff. Do you have any scholars amongst your group?
Just Jake.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we need to
I know
get...
he can lay down some lyrics, but I don't know about scholarly work.
Yeah.
Jake steps forward and he goes, "Could it be the river?"
Could it be the river?
I don't know.
How would we even validate that?
That's just what he says. And then he puts on a new coat of Juggalo paint.
I thought he stopped the Juggalo paint.
He's reverted back.
Oh, he's gone back. He's
gone.
regressed.
He's regressed.
He's back to blazing.
Yeah, he lights one. You notice he lights one up for Timol.
Yeah, because kind of what I'm curious about is we found what could have been a summoning ritual circle back out in the wilderness. And if there was, some way to, I don't even know if this is possible in Pathfinder, but to like reverse magic engineer, traces of powerful rituals to kind of learn more about it, to see if you can come up with like a counter ritual or something.
Well, let me tell you this. All right, gentlemen, the next part of this module will unfold in downtime. We are moving into a downtime-oriented mode for this podcast, which is part of why it was important for us to level our kingdom up, because this kingdom is about to be stress tested by a few different things. There is a downtime activity that you can do to investigate what might be causing all of this. In order to do this downtime activity, you need two things. You need a day of downtime, and you need an investigation site. You have an investigation site. It is really, you've got two of them. You've got Timol's ribbons, and you've got the place where the ritual took place. It is incumbent on you to return to these investigation sites, roll checks to investigate, and accumulate research points. As you accumulate research points, I will begin to give you guys clues. As you develop clues, you'll find new places throughout the Stolen Lands to go to and perhaps new research sites to unlock. However, as you are burning through downtime and accumulating these clues, and as time on the clock is turning, there are going to be special bloom-oriented kingdom events that you're going to have to begin dealing with as well. And this is why the kingdom at level 6 needs to be where it is. This is why those pieces on the board matter. This is why we leveled up the kingdom.
All right. So let's start investigating. That's fun.
Does that sound good?
Yeah. Where do we want to start in the ritual place, or do we want to start at Timol's Ribbons, which is, I think, going to be like a place now. We're going to found a town, and we're going to call it Timol's Ribbons. Yeah.
Gross.
What do you guys want to do? Chris, I saw you making some faces. You've played more modules than all of us maybe put together. What's your vibe on this? Have you ever seen something like this?
Not really, no. But then again, I've mostly done, either one-offs or short books, not a humongous, 1 to 20 campaign.
Yeah.
Like this, where you're having this downtime investigation that could branch off and lead to other things or trigger other events.
Yeah. I have been very excited for the Bloom for a long time. I'm happy we're here. Og seems like he wants to go investigate with the king, but Fort Trand is not doing well. But Chris, you segued perfectly into this. You were like, we want to research, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we got to go back to town first, because this is going to be a big logistical thing. We may want to send, it's like government spending. Why build or do one thing when you can have two or do two things for twice as much, right? So if we could investigate both sites at the same time, that might be worthwhile.
Okay.
But I think all this will require planning back in Fort Trand.
Okay. So
we'd also like to get the queen somewhere safe, so we're not lugging her around.
That's true.
Possibly drop her.
Yeah, I think
you never know when a basilisk is going to jump out. We'll need that blood. You better be close. Maybe we have to carry it around all the time.
Yeah. Maybe the Embeth Travelers can start their investigation while we go back to Fort Trand and get, drop off the queen and, maybe grab resources, etc.
Yeah.
And come back.
Okay. The travelers will return to that cult site, that summoning site, and they will perform some investigative activities there. You guys make for Fort Trand. The travel to Fort Trand is somewhat uneventful. Again, you've got some sort of... Did you take the whip to... No. You took horses?
Do we all feel sick?
I think we took horses.
Yeah, I think we did.
I thought there was a bit of discussion. I thought we were going to take the bus just because it was like the Queen's coming along. But
if you took the bus, then, let's say you took the bus. Because
does it have a summon feature? Like, can you push a button and it
like in No Man's Sky? Just some nav data. That's all you need. No, we'll say that I seem to actually now recall that you parked the bus like back behind the lodge. Like, I'm remembering this now. So you're carefully able to put the statue of the Queen onto the bus. Maybe you have to take out a seat or something. I don't know.
It's a hood ornament. Sword sticking
Strapped
out
to the back.
Oh no.
Ratchet straps and
ratchet straps,
like a bicycle, thing on the back of an SUV. Something she's strapped to the back of the bus.
Don't put that cargo carrier on, guys. That works perfect.
You strap
not
Valor
very aerodynamic.
You strap Valor to the cargo carrier. very carefully. You wrap her in.
What's that rated for? I think it's only rated for 10
I don't
bulk.
know. Look at Bill, though. He's so sad. The queen has turned to stone, being strapped to the van. He is. Look at him.
Is the statue 12 bulk?
It's 12 bulk.
12 bulk.
It's double the bulk. Typically 12 bulk, double the bulk of a person. And, Valerie, that tower shield that she was carrying is also stone. So let's say she's 14 bulk. Wow. She's huge, right? But yeah, over the course of the next couple of days, you make it back to Fort Trand, and it is as you feared. You go back, you enter town, and people are sick, and unrest is high. We'll unfold more of this in the game mechanics next time when we begin churning out kingdom turns, but unrest is high. And there have been 2 citizens so far that have exploded in Fort Trand and have birthed denizens of the first world.
Was one a basilisk?
No. It was just other creatures. I don't know. We'll get. I'm not quite sure.
That's not a creature. That's knock knock.
Distinctly not basilisk, though.
No, definitely not. Your town guard have fared okay, taking these down, and of course you have powerful NPCs as well. And it's Harem, right? Harem seems like your magister.
He didn't blow up.
No.
Okay.
Sorry, let me rephrase.
Think of its children.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm going to tell you, Harem he's not in command, but Harem is your highest ranking person that was there. And he helped quell the unrest, and he led the defenders in defeating a couple of these guys, a couple of these creatures. And he briefs you and you brief him. And you're in your town hall, and you're getting educated. You're thinking through a plan, and outside you hear the beginnings of what could be a riot as things in Fort Trand are beginning to unglue themselves. I will see you guys in 143 as we enter into this next phase of the game together. Level 7, congratulations. All right.